and I have everything that you need to know. My name is Alison-Madueke, and I'm going to be reporting live from the Westminster Magistrate Court on Marylebone Road, London, and we're going to be telling you as many of what is happening here today. It is a very important day because October celebration was Nigeria, but there's also a lot of other celebration, or should we say court case, that is going to be taking place. It has already taken place, but it is still ongoing because we still have to wait for Alison-Madueke, the former Nigerian oil minister, and also the OPEC, as well. I'm sure a lot of you that have been following, the case will probably be familiar with this particular case. But today, it's been one of those days that, proceedings have happened since about 10 o'clock in the morning. And this time around, it's just coming up to 1300 hours where I'll be telling you some of what you need to know in terms of what took place right inside, the court. Once again, this is Koiki Media reporting live in London this afternoon. The weather is very beautiful. This is a case that has a lot of interest, especially because of the corruption that we have been talking about in Nigeria for a very long time. Nigeria is a very, very corrupt country with so many of those ministers that have used their position for their own selfish interest. So before we go into the whole what transpired behind me, I'll be telling you as many of the development. But right now, as I speak to you, Alison-Madueke is still in the court. I've just come out of the court just about about less than 30 minutes. But she would have to finalize her bail condition before she can be allowed, to go back home. Also, there are so many developments that you need to know when it comes to this case. And what do we need to know? Some of those things that I'm going to be sharing with you are something that needs to go in the public, domain because of the, the magnitude of this particular case. I saw Alison. I know a lot of you haven't seen her, for some time, but we are hoping and expecting that she would at some point come out from this building and you will be able to see her yourself. But I can tell you that I saw her. She's been in the UK almost since 2015, after the new government of President Muhammadu Buhari, the former president, came on board. Alison flew Nigeria, and she stayed in this country since 2015. We've heard a lot about her, but little do we know of what was going to be coming up for her until around August, when the the National Crime Agency, decided that after gathering as much evidence, after bringing enough evidence, it is time now to charge her to court. So she has been brought to the court today. Well, she came herself, but we are not too sure, what is going to be the end part of this particular case. But what we need to know and what we need to understand is that this particular individual, Alison-Madueke Dezeni, I'm sure a lot of you know that name very well. When you hear Dezeni, this is the individual that we're talking about. So what is going to be of interest is that this case would eventually move from this particular magistrate into another, bigger, where the case would have to be finalized. But what do we know so far, and what can we expect? Like I said, this is Koiki Media reporting live the 2nd of October 2023. I can tell you that she was putting on a very smart outfit, all creamed down in terms of what she was wearing. She was putting on, a designer outfit. She was wearing something of a cream color. That's what she was putting on. We hope that we'll be able to capture her eventually when she comes out as well. But what I can also tell you is that some of our comrades You saw her when she was coming in.
No, I actually didn't come on time. I came just as she was inside.
Okay.
I came and she was in the dock.
She was already in the door, but you could see her from the door.
Yes.
When you were looking at her, what can you literally, start thinking on your mind?
Let me say firstly, this is not against.
If you wanna first introduce yourself, these are the Take It Back.
My name is Simbola. I'm from Take It Back UK. We're part of the revolution now. We come out to as many of these cases as possible to show that Nigerians in the UK, in London, are concerned when the British government put them on trial. Let it not be that the British government put someone on trial and Nigerians do not turn out. We're here to say that what they are alleged to have done is very, very destructive to our region.
So what you're saying is that many Nigerians do not even know that Alison-Madueke will be in this court today, but when people like you come out, you are able to let Nigerians know, especially, I remember Ike Kerimadu was, and Ike Kerimadu is somewhere having a good time in the prison.
10 years plus.
10 years plus.
Well, 9 years. 9 years, 8
so
months.
it's not coming out even
now,
after the government finishes.
Yes.
So the question is, let's come back again to reality.
Yes. Was she well turned out? I think that was your question.
Yes.
Now let's look at what was said earlier in the case. And what was said earlier in the case was shopping trips to Harrods, shopping trips to Knightsbridge were part of the corruption as they saw it. Private jet flights, both private jet and chartered flights, refurbishment of choice properties, St. John's Wood, I think it's Chelsea, payment of school fees, large sums of money being transacted, discussions of 80 and 100 million dollars meant to have been in somebody's account by now. That was the discussions which were mentioned. So when I say the woman was well turned out, let me not say she wasn't. She was well turned out. Money was well spent on the outfit.
So the outfit was, I saw the outfit.
Was on point.
The outfit was on point.
Let's give her credit as a Nigerian. We know how to turn out. The question is, where did the money come from?
The source of the money.
Where did the money come from? What was her salary as Nigerian Minister of State? What was her salary as President of OPEC? What was her salary in the other ministries? What was it? Where did the money come from?
Okay.
This is the question. Because we don't ask those questions in Nigeria. They have asked those questions in the UK, hence they're under serious allegation now in court. So I went in, I saw her, there were serious allegations made.
So before you go into that, when you saw her,
yes,
I mean, millions of Nigerians would not have seen this kind of live personnel of this person that we are talking about. And who are we really talking about? Because a lot of our listeners might probably not even know who we're talking about.
We're talking about Alison-Madueke,
known as Designing.
So his name wasn't even on the court document. Okay, that's another thing.
So we're going to come back to that. When you saw her
face to face,
she was in the box. Did she see your own eyeball?
I tell you
why. She was moving the eyeball.
Because we're from Revolution now and we wear bright orange.
So she could tell.
To no alarm. Everyone else is dressed somberly. We're dressed in a manner to make you know
that we are
aware we're here. So she was aware that we were here, and when she looked up as I entered into the court, I saw her eye to eye. So the issue is that she knows we are here. Okay. When she's inside, she knows we will capture her on camera.
Okay.
Now, it's still alleged at this point in time.
We
still allegations at this point in time. But we've been here before. Remember Ekerimadu?
It was an alleged.
Those of you, it was an alleged allegation. Until they put him into a small square the size of somebody's kitchen cupboard.
To start defending himself?
To start taking him to where he's been convicted of.
Okay.
Yes? It was allegation. His travel started from here. You know, like you enter airport. First of all, you have to go into check-in. This is check-in.
So this is the checking.
This is checking.
And this
Somebody
checking
has
is costing a lot of money, because from what we are hearing,
Yes.
I was in there,
Yes.
£70,000 we are talking about for her to return back
87
home.
million naira.
Oh, you already
Let's
come
convert
back. So
it.
you already come. So we should come.
somewhere around. We just call it
Okay,
in
so
the
so
term what we
Nigerians
know.
need to know that we are talking about almost close to
90 million
almost 90
naira.
million.
Let's call it 100.
Let's put it 100.
Let's just call it 100.
But not only that,
Yes.
she's also going to be restricted.
Yes.
Why do you think she has to be restricted?
Well, there was conversation at the beginning.
Because I heard
Because
about
they
flight risk.
started to talk quite openly about the allegations, but then it was terms of there's a flight risk.
There's a flight risk.
There's a flight risk.
Okay.
Somebody who was talking, one of the allegations was said she was talking of billions of dollars of contracts.
Okay.
She was talking about 80 million to 100 million being in a particular account by now.
Okay.
But yet, they were trying to say she should be allowed to leave and go home. The prosecution said of course she's a flight risk. She's not a British citizen. She has no ties with Britain. She can get up and go to any other territory and recommence life there. Now her defense was saying that she's well known and it'd be highly unlikely, but we've seen it before with others. Did Ibori not go to Dubai?
Yeah.
Was he not extradited from
The other one
Dubai
was
to
dressed
UK?
like a woman.
What was his name? The one who was the governor before.
He dressed
Bad
out.
luck, Jonathan,
He
because
dressed
he
like
dressed
a
up and
woman
left.
and left.
Leaving £1 million in cash behind. So, what was said is we have a history as Nigerian people, politically exposed people, have a history of being flight risks.
Okay.
This was seen as another flight risk. The question was, what kind of flight risk was it? In a brief discussion, the former oil minister made an offer in a quick conversation with her counsel of placing 50,000 in the court. The magistrate said, and I quoted, 50,000 doesn't even touch the sides.
Doesn't touch the side.
Doesn't touch the sides. It's insufficient. It's laughable to offer 50,000 as money that you, somebody who has been in charge of billions of dollars of contract.
We're not talking about naira. We're
We're not
talking
talking
about dollars.
billions of dollars of contract over a long period of time. Is offering as surety for you not to fly away. Somebody who maybe spent 50,000 on a flight is somebody you're telling to pay 50,000 as a flight. Anyway, that's when the case came to a standstill, and they were asked to go and consult.
And then I came in and I went inside. So some of what I picked up is she will now have to confine.
Yes.
There's no more late night party. She has to be at
No
home.
late night shopping.
Oh,
No cinema.
no night bridge.
No.
11 p.m. to 6 a.m.
No restaurant dinner.
Past 11.
So what does that mean to a layman? You have to be at home between certain time to certain time.
That means you're in prison. That's the reality. That means you're confined. You're under house arrest. That's the truth of it. Let's put it as it
And I
is.
heard the magistrate say that should you try to do otherwise with this bail condition, you will lose that.
That's right.
So even if I get home at 1 minute past 11, what does that mean?
That means you should have been home at 10:30 waiting for 11 to come. That's what it really means.
There's no excuse.
There's no excuse. You've
Okay.
been told. That's not 5 days a week. That's 7 days.
7 days. I heard the magistrate talked about not moving anywhere to the port. I mean, we're not talking
Well,
about the
citizen,
airport.
I have to ask citizens to come in on that one, because that one I heard of, and it was silly. You can't even go near to come in, citizen. I know you want to say.
So thank you so much, for joining us as well. We were both inside. Welcome to the platform. The question is, do not travel close to the port. I mean, that means that going to, the shipping port.
Are we going to?
We're not talking about the airport
any
now.
port. Any port.
Why is the port so important? Because that,
The both of them, but the two ladies report is very uncertain and considered to be flight.
okay, for a layman in Nigeria, what is the meaning of flight risk?
It's a serious
Can we just call it Japa?
Okay, jump her in the
She
other
wants
way.
to jump her in reverse.
Oh, she wants to jump her in
She wants
reverse.
to jump her in
The other
reverse.
one wants to jump her in. But
wants
this
to-
one wants to jump her out. But we're not likely thinking maybe she might go to Nigeria. That's the only problem.
Well, there's not
Because
even
there's so
Dubai.
many-
She can't go to
because there's
Dubai
so many
because
different-
the woman went to
There's so
Dubai.
many. We're gonna keep
And
an
then
eye
she's like-
because in case they're coming out, we're gonna be very, very sure
Yes.
because she's still in there. We're still talking about the port. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Remember, the woman has another not from Nigerian nationality.
Oh, okay.
That's the allegation.
But Salah is actually has a
Well,
Well, it's not proven.
as we saw with the Ekirimadu case, each of them had I'm trying to remember the island, at a cost of $150,000 each. Each one of the family, these are some of the supporters. I have to say it's very funny. What I find very funny is when you meet Nigerians here, you can never trust what they're here to do.
Yeah.
Some of them will claim they're just here to observe. Meanwhile, they're supporting.
Yeah, they have interest.
They have interest in the people who are in the dock. They will never confess it.
Okay. The other lady, because many people thought it was just one person that is coming for this case. But it seems that there are three of them. We captured one as he was running away. We captured him on the video. We're going to be bringing that video later on. But there were three of them.
Yes.
Why do we have three?
Well, conspiracy is more than one, isn't it?
It
takes-
more than one.
Yeah.
It's corruption.
Okay, the other lady is known as Alinde, Olatumbo. Olatumbo also returned back from Nigeria to attend this case. So she wanted to put out as an argument for not releasing, for not allowing her passport to be held.
Yes.
But from what the judge said that I wrote down, the judge says, well, you have your two children here. You must submit the two passports that you're working with, the Nigerian passport and also the British passport. Explain to us, the other woman in this picture. What is the reason why the judge thinks that we must also hold her down so that she's not what?
As far as I'm concerned, because this case is called Prosecutor Andy National Crime Agency. It's a serious case, and what they call flight risk. They don't want to take any risk, and the only way you can stop them from avoiding that is one is by shooting their passports. First of all, establish number of passports they have, according to the court reports, and what we had to finish was Nigerian passport and
That's Olatumbo.
Olatumbo Alinde.
So the same day from the almost very clear condition is young.
Sorry, can I just make a point of that? We often hear about bigotry and tribalism. We note that people from different nationalities were in conspiracy to take allegations of conspired together. People from one nationality, Yoruba, people from another nationality came together to allegations of looting.
To move money.
So when people talk about bigotry and tribalism, the corruption knows no tribalism.
Goes beyond tribe,
So the question is, what happened after this? What happened today after the attendant of coming to the magistrate court? What are we expecting? Because I have, the next court case, but what do we expect after today?
Well, because magistrates wouldn't have the jurisdiction to try this case.
Because it's too serious.
It is serious, so you can transfer to the higher court, which is sort of crown court, So I'm going to be there again, and when the actual trial is, the prosecution will open up why the defense will engage with.
Well, in effect, the trial has started. Why? Because the judge stated, the magistrate stated, that before this, it wasn't a problem. So flight risk wasn't an issue. And when this started, now flight risk is an issue. Because now you've been charged and docked in court. Before this, there was allegation. Now you've been docked in court to answer charges. Now is the time when you try and fly away.
And she pleaded not guilty.
And she made a plea. Sorry, that's very important. She pleaded not guilty. Guys, you. She pleaded not guilty to all the charges.
Okay. Many Nigerians today would be asking us, is this really necessary for this kind of media presence? When we should have other things to be doing, why should we be here? Even though we know this is a very, very high-profile case.
The question you must ask yourself: how much is being stolen from you personally as a citizen? When they're saying they're shopping in Harrods and they're taking private jets and the children are going to private schools at our expense, how much is being stolen from you? How much of your future has been taken? How much of your past has been taken? What are you willing to do about it? If all it is to do is just to turn out to show them that you're watching them, that you're seeing justice being done, then if that's all you can do, that's the simplest thing. You can write to your MP and say, this is a disgusting case and we'd like some serious imposition of penalties on these if these people are found guilty. We can do that. You can write to your local councillor. You can write to the minister. You can write to the Home Secretary. You can write to the Prime Minister. But please do something, because if you do not, then you're complicit. Your silence makes you part and parcel of what has happened and continues to happen in Nigeria. You have to speak. So that's why it's important to be out, to take some time and represent yourself. Because these people usually travel in entourages of 100 people. 50 of them will be armed security. 30 of them will be hangers-on. 20 of them will be sycophants. And they will travel around at our expense, doing nothing for us and yet at expense to us. So now we see them in the position of being docked. We must show them too that now we are watching.
Thank you so much. Well, you've been listening to the comrade there, the Take It Back, the revolution now, Take It Back. We are still here. We are still waiting, patiently. She has to finalize that bail condition before she can step out of this magistrate court. She has to pull down the £70,000 and then she has to submit her passport. And most of so we got to make sure Zeni Alison-Madueke when she comes out from this magistrate court. Once again, my name is Alison-Madueke, reporting for Koiki Media as we continue to station here and wait patiently for her to find her way out as well. It's a very, very high-profile case, but again, as you can tell, the interest is not just in Nigeria. The interest is around the world with the OPEC, with those in the oil and gas. These are so many money that should have been used for Nigerians, but this kind of money have eventually left, the offshore of Nigeria itself. So the question you should ask yourself is, can we really continue, like this, in the long run? Can we really, really continue like this? So we're going to turn the camera a little bit. And then, show you a little bit more, like I said. Once again, let me turn the camera to the front. My name is Alison-Madueke. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa káàkiri níbi tí ẹ ti ń gbọ́ wa tí ẹ ti ń wò wá. Kéèsì Alison-Madueke òun la torí ẹ̀ wá sílé ẹjọ́ lénìí ní Magistrate Court, Westminster Magistrate Court, ìyẹn nílùú London, níbi tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹjọ́ ti lọ ní orí kéèsì Alison-Madueke. Kí làwọn kan tí a lè sọ fúnra wa àti pé kí làwọn kan tí mo sọ fún yín níwọ̀nba tí mo gbọ́ nígbà tí mo wọnú ilé, torí èmi náà wà níbẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí press tí ó wá cover event ti tèmi. Èní ní ọjọ́ kejì nínú oṣù kẹwàá ọdún 2023. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá nation. Mo kí yín pé lára ń tàn sọ náà nìyẹn pé àwọn tó jẹ ìlú Nàìjíríà pa, àwọn òjẹ̀lú, àwọn olè, wọ́n ní Dezeni wọ́n ló wà ní flight risk pé àwọn ò lè tú sílẹ̀ pé nítorí pé kí ni tó bá tú sílẹ̀ ó ṣeé ṣe kó sá lọ. Láti bí ọdún mẹ́jọ ni Alison-Madueke tá mọ̀ sí Dezeni ló ti ń bẹ nílùú London, gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ti ṣe mọ̀, bí a ti ṣe gbọ́. In tí a wá ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń bẹ nílé, ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá tẹ́ wà káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé lẹ́ni ni pé gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ti ṣe ń sọ fún wa pé Yorùbá nation òun nìkan ló lè ṣe tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí, nítorí pé olè tí wọ́n ń jà látijọ́ tí wọ́n ti dá Nàìjíríà sílẹ̀ kò ń ṣe Alison-Madueke nìkan ó sì wà under allegation ni títí tí wọ́n máa fi ṣe ẹjọ́ ẹ̀ tán tó bá parí ẹjọ́ ẹ̀ ibi tí ẹjọ́ yẹn bá dá sí ibẹ̀ yẹn la máa ṣẹ̀wá mọ̀ kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí wọ́n ní ó gbọ́dọ̀ fi £70,000 sílẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí bail condition ó kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ fi 50 sílẹ̀ adájọ́ ní owó yẹn kéré a lè gba 50 lọ́wọ́ ẹ a máa gba 70 ó ti wá máa mú 70 yẹn sílẹ̀ ìdí tí kò ti ṣì jáde ó sì wà nínú ilé à ń dúró de kó jáde wọ́n ti ní kó gbọ́dọ̀ make sure pé nínú gbogbo in tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí kò gbọ́dọ̀ kúrò nínú ilé ẹ̀ tí aago 11 bá ti lù títí di aago 6 láàárọ̀ lójoojúmọ́ ó gbọ́dọ̀ máa wà nínú ilé nítorí pé ẹni tí ìjọba gbọ́dọ̀ mú mọ́nú ilé ni Alison ò gbọ́dọ̀ kúrò nínú ilé ntí ilé ẹjọ́ tí wọ́n tún sọ fún wa tí a ti gbọ́ nìyẹn kò wá ń ṣe Alison-Madueke nìkan ló wà nílé ẹjọ́ lénìí òun àti arábìnrin kan tí a mọ̀ sí Ọlátúndò Àyìndé òun náà ń bẹ nílé ẹjọ́ lénìí òun náà sì wà nínú bẹ̀ torí pé òun náà gbọ́dọ̀ fi bail condition ẹ̀ kó tó di pé wọ́n máa mú jáde ìyẹn náà òun padà wá láti Nàìjíríà gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ti ṣe gbọ́ nínú ilé ẹjọ́ náà àmọ́ tí wọ́n jẹ́ kó yé wa ni pé ìyẹn arábìnrin tí a mọ̀ sí Ọlátúndò Àyìndé wọ́n ní ìwọ náà ó lè sá lọ ilé ẹjọ́ wa ní kàkà ká wá jẹ́ kó sá lọ a máa gba pálí ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ ó ní pálí méjì tó ń lò ó ní ti Nàìjíríà bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ní ti British tó fi ń ṣe ìbò fi ń lọ tó ń rìnrìn àjò wọ́n wá ní kò gbọ́dọ̀ kúrò níbì kankan wọ́n ní gbogbo ìgbà tó bá máa fẹ́ jáde ò tí lè jáde nítorí pé ó dìgbà tá a bá ṣe ẹjọ́ yìí tán wọ́n ti wá gba pálí ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ arákùnrin kan náà tún ń bẹ láàrin wọn a máa fi àwòrán arákùnrin yẹn wọ̀nyí létà nígbà tí a bá máa kó gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tí à ń kó papọ̀ yìí kí ni arákùnrin náà ṣe òun náà wà lára àwọn tí ó ṣe kí ni tán ní ó wà alleged pẹ̀lú dèzénì arákùnrin náà Manchester lòun ń gbé níbi tí wọ́n ti sọ fún pé ní ọ̀la yìí aago 5 ò gbọ́dọ̀ lù kó tó di pé ó gbé pálí ẹ̀ kó lọ da sílẹ̀ nítorí pé kí ni òun náà wà ní flight rate gbogbo ohun tí a ti gbọ́ so far lénìí lórí ètò Koiki Media yìí òun ni pé a sì ń dúró kí Alison-Madueke kó jáde kó wá rojọ́ fún wa tó bá rí ẹjọ́ tó fẹ́ sọ tó bá dẹ̀ rojọ́ kankan a gbọ́dọ̀ mú ojú ẹ̀ nítorí pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yóò tí ì rojú Alison-Madueke láti bí ọdún méjì láti 2015 ẹ rántí pé the last interview tó ṣe tí Délé Mọ̀mọ́dù ìyẹn Ovation tó sọ fún wa pé Alison-Madueke ń kọ́ ó ní cancer ní tí wọ́n jẹ́ ká gbọ́ nígbà yẹn nìyẹn àmọ́ ṣé èní lè ní jẹ́ ẹni abẹ̀láwẹ̀ a gbọ́dọ̀ rí Alison-Madueke tó bá máa fi jáde nínú ilé ẹjọ́ yìí orúkọ tèmi á máa jẹ́ Ọláyọmí Kóìkì tí gbogbo yín mọ̀ sí Koiki Media bringing the world closer to your doorstep. So níbi tí a ti ń dúró ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí i a ṣe ń dúró de Alison kó jáde kò tí jáde ó sì wà nínú ilé ńbẹ̀ ó gbọ́dọ̀ jáde lénìí torí pé a fẹ́ mọ irú èèyàn tó jẹ́ èmi ti rí lójú ó wojú mi báyìí èmi náà wojú ẹ mo ní so ìwọ ló ń pè ní Alison-Madueke ìwọ obìnrin yìí ìwọ ní gbogbo tí a ti gbọ́ láti ọdún gbọ́ràn nígbà tí ìjọba Jonathan tó wà níbẹ̀ tí wọ́n fi ẹ́ ṣe mínísítà nínú ilé epo Nàìjíríà tí ẹ ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ báṣu rábàràbà ó ti wá débẹ̀ báyìí lénìí ó wá sọ fún pé ìwọ Alison-Madueke o nílé ẹjọ́ yìí ó ti di dandan pé a gbọ́dọ̀ find out bóyá lóòótọ́ ní gbogbo ẹ̀sùn tí National Crime Agency tó fi kàn ẹ́ àbí kò kí ń ṣe pé ó jẹ̀bi Alison sọ pé òun ò jẹ̀bi o wọ́n ní wọ́kọ́ ló máa sọ yẹn pé ò jẹ̀bi àwọn prosecutor ló máa kó gbogbo dọ́kúmẹ́ǹtì tán ní ló máa wá jẹ́ ká mọ̀ bóyá ó jẹ̀bi àbí ò jẹ̀bi ìyẹn la ṣe ń dúró dè lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí nígbà tí wọ́n finalize the bail condition ní Alison-Madueke ìyẹn nínú ilé níbẹ̀ ètò Koiki Media òun náà lẹ́wà yìí èní á máa jẹ́ ọjọ́ kejì nínú oṣù kẹwàá nínú ọdún 2023 mo kí gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ń wò wá lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ẹ jẹ́ ká sì máa fún yín ní live transmission wọ́n àtàbá sì ń dúró fún Alison-Madueke tó bá mẹ́ni tó ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀ ni òun ni Minister of Petroleum ìyá mi Yorùbá wú yẹyẹ ń gbójú mi wọlé èmi ti wà níbí olè tó bá ti jalè Nàìjíríà a máa lé wọn ni a máa lé wọn pa ni mo tètè rí kọ́mẹ́ǹtì ẹ jẹ́ ń lo glasses mi mo mọ̀ pé ìyá mi wà pẹ̀lú mi nígbà yìí ìyá dáadáa ẹ jẹ́ ń gbé glasses mi tó bá ti lè rí ẹ̀rọ àbá máa ń lo àwa tí wọ́n ti recommend glasses fún tá a bá lo glasses yẹn nírọ̀ nǹkan mo wá kí gbogbo ilé nǹkan sí i kódà tẹ bá rí aṣọ tí Alison wọ̀ wá kódà aṣọ yẹn ìyá mi Yorùbá wuyì aṣọ yẹn dẹ́ngẹ́ aṣọ tó wọ̀ wá ó lè pa ni mo ṣeré ọlọ́run mo ṣeré ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Yẹmí Fátókẹ́ mo kí dáadáa ta ló tún wà ń bẹ̀ ìyá mi Abọ́sẹ̀dé Rachel Lánre Lámínà mo kí ẹ Ọlámilékan mo kí gbogbo yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ẹ máa pín ẹ jẹ́ kí gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà mọ̀ pé owó yín tí gbogbo ẹ̀ táwọn ọmọ bó ṣe ń lọ Alison àti gbé wá sílé ẹjọ́ lénìí èmi kọ́ mo gbé wá o àwọn National Crime Agency eléyìí ò kì í ṣe ti Nàìjíríà o National Crime Agency ẹ̀rọ tí pòun ni wọ́n ní ó ra bra abẹ́ ti gbàgbé ó ra bra kan bra Coste ọlọ́yàn ẹ̀rọ tí àwọn bra kan bra tó yẹ pé bíi góòlù ni ìwọ máa sọ pé Yorùbá Nation ò fẹ́ jẹ́ kí wọ́n kó gbogbo owó tó wà Nàìjíríà tó ń kójẹ ibi ìbàdàn náà la kọ́kọ́ gbé ike Kérémàdù wá ẹran tí ike Kérémàdù ibi ìbàdàn la gbé wá àwa wà níbí báyìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ máa mu tíì èmi wà níbí báyìí fún yín bójò bá rọ̀ gan àjọ máa wà níbí báyìí ni èní lè ní jẹ́ ní abẹ́láwẹ̀ kò síbì kan tó fẹ́ gbà jáde ibi báyìí kò ń ṣe Nàìjíríà ló máa gbé gba back door ibi báyìí ló máa gbà jáde Alison-Madueke ó bá jáde láago 8 alẹ́ àjọ máa dé bíbáyìí ni àjọ máa wà níbí báyìí bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn so ẹ ń fọkàn balẹ̀ no yamyam mo ti rí AFP wà níbí báyìí Reuters wà níbí báyìí àwọn Take-It-Back wà níbí báyìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bra $2 million kò sí ọlọ́yàn nígbà tí yà ń já àwọn èèyàn nílé kò tí mọ̀ kankan ó ń wojú mi báyìí mí náà wojú ẹ̀ mo ní ìwọ náà ń pè ní Alison a lè ya picture nínú ilé bọ̀ níta mo ti ya picture bàbá kan náà ìyẹn náà lára àwọn tọ́jọ́ fẹ́ wọ́ nìyẹn bọ́jà náà jọ ó yẹ yín ẹ tí àwọn owó ṣe ń lọ ẹ wọn owó ṣe ń lọ ìlú ẹ̀ láàárọ̀ wà àwọn ń dúró dè wọ́n à ń dúró dè wọ́n èmi lè ní jẹ́ ìlú ẹ̀ lè mi dúró sí kò tí ì mọ̀ kankan Alison-Madueke òun la gbé wá sílé ẹjọ́ lẹ́nu èmi bá kí n ṣe Nàìjíríà o bẹ́ẹ̀ ní ó bí Nàìjíríà Nàìjíríà lọ́wọ́ máa sọ fún yín pé don't take picture don't do irọ́ ni níbí báyìí bàbá yẹn mo lé mo picture wèrè ìwọ ọkẹ níbo ló ń sá lọ mo picture wọ́n ya gbé black cab wọn àtàwọn lọ́yẹ̀ so àwa wà níbí báyìí ilé ẹjọ́ ẹ̀ lélẹ̀ mo ti wọnú ilé mo ti jáde so à ń dúró nísìn ó gbọ́dọ̀ finalize bail notepad note mi lélẹ̀ mo ti kọ note rẹpẹtẹ tàbá délé àwa ṣe program tó dáa ẹni ẹ̀fẹ́ Yorùbá Nation wọ́n lè fi àjẹ yín ó tún arábìnrin kan wọ́n pè é ní Ọlátúndùn Àyìndé Alison ló wò níṣẹ́ o ó ló wò ṣiṣẹ́ ní London o ó ló wò níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Alison ó ló wò níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ó ló wò níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ so ẹ jẹ́ fọkànbalẹ̀ títì yẹn busy pa títì yẹn máa ń busy ni títì ilé ẹjọ́ yẹn máa ń busy pa ni ibà láwa wà we no go anywhere ibà láwa wà we no go anywhere no retreat no surrender no retreat no surrender Yorùbá Nation now gbogbo tí wọ́n lè dánwò Nàìjíríà tó bá ti dé bíbà bí Kérémàdù náà ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ lélẹ̀ ike Kérémàdù ẹran tí Kérémàdù ó ti wà níbi tí ẹ kó wà nísìn àwa wà níbí báyìí a ṣe ń dúró tá nígbà tá a bá ń sọ fún yín pé àwọn tí wọ́n ń kówó jẹ tó bàlújẹ́ tó yẹ kí gbogbo yín kẹ́ dè mọ́lẹ̀ lọ́hùn tẹ́ ẹ bá ti dè wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀ lọ́hùn ibi báyìí láti máa dè wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀ ẹ wò gbà tí Alison-Madueke tó ti sá kúrò Nàìjíríà láti 2015 ló ti ń gbé níbí báyìí wọ́n nílé tó ń gbé àwọn tó sọ fún mi ní o àwọn tó mọ̀ dáadáa tó wà níbí báyìí wọ́n nílé yẹn wọ́ọ̀tì $50 million òun gbé nísàlẹ̀ wọ́n ní ìyẹn ń gbé lókè ó di $30 million ìwọ máa sọ pé Nàìjíríà máa ṣiṣẹ́ orí ẹ̀ ó ti ṣe kí ni ó ti gbá ski orí ẹ̀ ti gbá ski wọ́n sọ pé Nàìjíríà máa ṣiṣẹ́ àṣẹbẹ̀rẹ̀ ni. so a sì ń dúró à ń dúró de Alison à ń dúró de kó jáde ó gbọ́dọ̀ jáde wá bá wa èyí lè ní jẹ́ àlọ́ anywhere àlọ́ anywhere nílẹ̀ láwọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ń momi díẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ń momi díẹ̀.
What are you doing here today?
The former Nigerian petroleum minister. She's been brought here.
Really? The former Nigerian Prime Minister?
Oil minister.
Oil?
Oil.
Oh, okay.
Alison-Madueke.
Okay, what's going on there?
Well, charges.
Charges against her?
Yeah.
Why?
What do you think the man normally going to charge them? Money. the money that should have been used for people back home.
Okay. Misappropriated.
Yeah. She was the
and-
oil minister
And does
in
she
Nigeria.
Does she have a lucrative lifestyle?
Oh, more than
Very
that.
unique.
Very unique.
Okay.
Expensive one. That's why they're charging her.
Okay.
They're charging her for private jets, money into accounts, and all sorts. So,
And what do you think the likely outcome is going to be?
well, we don't know yet, but she needs to finalize a £70,000 bail condition today before she come out from there.
£70,000.
Well, that's a chicken change for somebody like that.
Oh,
These are
okay.
people that rent yachts
Yachts.
to move around, private
Okay.
jets. So we're expecting more from the judge, but the magistrate said she wanted to offer 50,000. The magistrate, no, that's too small. So they went back, and then she added 20,000. She must not travel. She's going to be on curfew from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. And the other woman as well, she cannot travel back to Nigeria. She just came from Nigeria for this case. Her passport will be seized. His passport will be seized. The other man, I've been told, because he's an elderly man, he must return to Manchester and make sure his passport gets to the police station before 5 p.m. tomorrow. And then, so there are three of them.
So there are three of them involved in this huge corruption.
Yeah, in these allegations so far. So we are waiting. Well, the last case that we were here was another man called Ike Kirimadu, the former Senate president. I mean, he was a senator, in Nigeria, and he was a former governor, but he's currently spending 10 years now in UK. We uphold him here in the prison. He's going nowhere.
Okay,
He wanted to do kidney for the daughter, and they brought in another man here to take the kidney and put their own kidney in that woman's kidney. And they said, no, you can't do that. This is not Africa. This is UK. You cannot coerce somebody from Nigeria and say, this is our brother. And then they wanted to do the hospital theater that would have cost about $20,000.
Okay, so what's your biggest expectation for today? What would you
Well,
prefer to see happen?
I think judgment must be served, and she has to, she has to be held for the crime that they say she has committed. It's as simple as that. Nigerians are suffering, celebrating a shithole independence yesterday, but at the end of the day, that independence hasn't made any effort. So anybody that has found their way into the deep of the resources of the country, whatever happens to them, they must be paying for that as well.
And was she born in Nigeria?
Yes.
And the other culprits, the other ones
Well,
that
they were
have
both born
aided
in
this
Nigeria, but they got a
situation?
British passport. So they lived there, they put out British passport. So two of them are still inside. They can't come out until they finalize the bill. She's going to finalize it. £70,000 is chicken change. She's got a property worth more than that. So that's the peanut.
So she's got a huge estate.
So she's going to sort it out. But we've got to capture her because many Nigerians haven't seen her. They've not seen her for the last 8 years.
Physically, metaphorically speaking.
Yeah, I saw her like that.
Uh-huh.
I was looking at her with my kuru eyes.
You were able to have a face-to-face.
Yeah, I'm a journalist. I was inside. I got a press card. So I was inside. I could see her even when she was sitting in the box. But before we went into, because the court had a break, before we went back in, she was just a few meters away from me. Dressed so smart in expensive outfit again.
Hiding behind reputation.
Sorry?
Hiding
Oh,
behind
yeah.
reputation.
So she must come out. It doesn't matter how long.
And take off the mask.
Yeah. So that's why we're still waiting.
So you're looking forward to the unmasking of
Oh
this
yeah, we must unmask it.
great perpetrator,
We must unmask
this
it.
great tyrant.
Yes. She's been hiding somewhere. Every time she goes out, she's gonna be, in camouflage. But today, she can't.
She's coming out to exile
Oh yeah,
and taking off the mask.
Yeah, we have to unmask her. Yeah, that's why we're
well
still
done.
waiting. Thank you so
Well,
much.
I wish you the best of
Thank
luck
you,
behind
sister.
the outcome that you're looking for.
Thank
it
you.
meets all your expectations.
Thank you so
done
much.
to you for bringing it so far.
Thank you so much.
Keep up the good work.
Bye-bye for now. So, this is why we are doing what we do. This is why we love what we do. Eshegoni Yami Grace Ulushoto, Eshegoni Yoruba Nation Movement, no retreat, no surrender, and then backwards never. God bless Yoruba Nation. Thank you so much. Those of you that are still with us. Kingdom Channel 1, thank you so much. So, it might take some time. So I'm Nisuru Dada. Hopefully, phone me Conti but at least I still have the backup that is running right now. So I actually my phone different view. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn the camera around and give us a different view so far, as you can see there. Well, we are still waiting. But moment about the signal, Alison, we're gonna do what? Ama Shikini. We are going to bring her out. Ama on mask ojú ẹ̀ lẹ́nu. Ojú ẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ jáde. So kò sá lọ sí anywhere. Alison ò lọ sí anywhere lẹ́nu. The day here. Living Word Chapel, thank you so much. Ẹ má wọrí, a máa rójú ẹ̀ lónìí. Àbí kó má jáde lókù. Ní tó bá tún mú kó má jáde, a gbọ́dọ̀ rí ojú ẹ̀. Gbogbo àgbáyé máa rí ojú ẹ̀. A fi gbé ojú ẹ̀ lọ sínú pépà lénìí. Mo ti ní fídíò ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ nígbà tó fi wọlé sínú court láàárọ̀ yìí. So wọ́n ti capture ẹ̀. So gbàǹdó the proper one tó máa gbà jáde. So a wà ní standby lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. Tó bá ti ṣẹ̀, a máa gbé ẹ wá sí ilé ẹjọ́. It's as simple as that. Mr. Sankey, mo kí dáadáa. Èmi náà ra ń fi nǹkan panu lẹ́nu yìí náà. Mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ kẹ́ rí clips tí mò ń jẹ torí wọ̀ sanwó advert. So tí máa gbé wá síwájú mi, gbogbo ilẹ̀ máa rí advert orúkọ clips tí mò ń jẹ. Mo dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ gba anybody polówó tó support Yorùbá nation àbí tó support wa. So ìyẹn mo ṣe tán kámẹ́rà yẹn sí the other side. Ẹ̀wọ̀n gbogbo táwa bá ti jẹ nísìn ẹlòmíràn lè máa fi lọ ra rú ẹ̀, but àwọn tí wọ́n ní wọ́n sanwó fún wa à ń ṣe brand ambassador wọn. wáyé pé brand ambassador nísìn ní mẹ́rin máa bá wọn polówó, so at least ẹ máa wo bí nǹkan tí ń lọ ní London. Ìbátẹ̀ cross city kan. Máa fún yín ní view láti yeah.
Are you around here?
No, where are you going?
I'm looking for a two-bed
You have the address?
Yeah, the map is showing me close to the building.
Close to where?
To the building.
So what you need to do, why not go on the walk? Go back and then walk. And then you click start. So let's see where we are. So Smoke Boys Malibon. So it's not too far from here. So towards that one is called Malibon Road. Let me see about it. It's called Malibon Road. Called Malibon Road. So this is the magistrate. What road is that one there? That one is Lisbon Group. Let me open a little bit more. So let's see where we are. So if this is the magistrate, okay. All right, so you want to go back just to the center. So that is a certain place. I guess you might have to turn because you are 6 minutes away. Let me open it a little bit. Let's see. So it's definitely not this side. So we're not coming this side. Okay, that's Cinnamon Place. That one there, that road. So it's not this one. So I guess what you need to do, you need to cross towards that side. Yeah, that Lisbon group. That's Lisbon. Yeah, that's Lisbon group. The groove. So, well, then follow the sign as you walk. Okay. All right, sister. You're welcome. You're welcome. So I see one guy still anywhere. I want me by 5 to finish in it. No retreat, no surrender. Go keep me there. If that one don't give up. Mo fẹ́ cross kẹlẹ̀ rí ẹ̀fọn yẹn ní bí yẹn láti angle báyìí òní máa kó pàdé ní máa pa so bó ṣe ń lọ nìyẹn ṣe rí so Alison ó ti di dandan pé ó gbọ́dọ̀ jáde wá òun náà láwọn supporter tiẹ̀ wọ́n wà níbẹ̀ yẹn o mo parọ́ fún yín o so mo fẹ́ kẹ́ máa wo view cut kẹ́dẹ̀ máa wo bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ so ó lè ní gbogbo wọn 419 Nigeria is a crime scene àti sọ fún yín títí ẹ̀ gbọ́ àwọn ń dúró de kó jáde báyìí. Tó bá gbé jáde a máa rí dáadáa. Ìyàtọ̀ tó wà ń bíbà ayé àti Nàìjíríà nìyẹn a sọ fún yín pé Nàìjíríà kì í ṣe òfin tí èlù ẹ̀ ń gbà wá gbọ́.
Who's coming out of the court?
Alison-Madueke.
Oh, really?
Today's our case.
Oh, wow.
You didn't know?
No.
Oh my God! You need to follow Koiki Media, man. Follow the grassroots media.
Wow.
But she's been granted bail. Don't come. The camera will capture it. No, you come this way. Come this way. She's been granted bail for £70,000.
70,000.
That's chicken change for somebody like that. These are people that fly with private jet. So she has to be on curfew from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. And the other woman, Olatunbo, that one cannot go back to Nigeria. That one just came from Nigeria for this case. They have to seize a passport and a British passport and a Nigerian passport. They must not go anywhere, any ports, because they are flight risky. And the other man, that one don't go. I don't capture the video. That one is to submit his British passport in Manchester.
What's that one?
That's Desani brother.
Desani's brother.
Desani brother, yeah. So we're waiting for Desani to come out. We want to unveil the mask. She's been hiding in UK for almost 2015. The last interview she granted was Daily Momodo Vision. 2015, she had the cancer. I don't think she has. I don't know. I saw her. We were just like,
Just like someone.
looking at her. Very well dressed. Same kind of, designer. No glasses on. So we are waiting. She's gonna come out.
I just took this picture.
Yeah. But when you follow my page, you will see the exclusive video when she was coming in. We got the video as well. This one open in Europe. ìdílé mi ń jẹ́ amahàn bílẹ̀ ó gbọ́dọ̀ jáde criminal in the court criminal I'm the criminal ó gbọ́dọ̀ jáde. So a ti wá bíbà ẹ̀gbọ́n mi bàbá mi fà ẹ má wọrí ẹ má padà sí ẹ̀yin má wọrí mo kàn fi máa fún yín ní fíò ni a máa ní ló bá ti ń bọ̀ òun àwọn mídíà ló dúró yìí kò sí káàbù tó lè gbé láti bíbà ó máa láti rìn díẹ̀ a máa lépa tó bá ti jáde máa padà síbẹ̀ nísìnyí ẹni sùúrù mo kàn cross wá sí bíbà yìí ni máa padà síbẹ̀ nísìnyí mo ń bọ̀ so máa padà síwájú court a máa padà síwájú court again. mo kàn fẹ́ kẹ́ máa rí bó ṣe ń lọ náà ni a máa padà síwájú kóòtù níta kò síbi tó fẹ́ gbà sá lọ ẹ rántí pé àwọn tó tẹ̀lé kékeré máa dì wá ẹgbẹ́ yẹn ni mo ti capture wọn máa yẹn di ọ̀dà wọn yẹn bíbẹ̀ ló gbà so kò síbi tó fẹ́ gbà ó máa láti rìn láti ibẹ̀ yẹn lọ báyìí kó tó pe black cab fún àbí mọ́tò tó bá ń dúró dè so kò sí bóyá fẹ́ sá lọ. aṣọ bíi grey no bíi orange not orange no bíi light brown òun ló wọ̀ wá sí court. Aziz mo kí ẹ jàre èèyàn ti Koiki Media mo ti bẹ lé Vincenzo wá sí court ẹ bá rí bó ṣe ń dán lára ó ń dán yànmọ̀yànmọ̀ ni owó epo dùn gan tó bá ń jẹ owó epo ló dùn jù. máa cross padà nísìn mo kàn fẹ́ kẹ́ rí bí kọ́ọ̀tù ẹ̀ ṣe rí ni. The former oil minister of Nigeria, Alison-Madueke.
Oh, yes.
Kò síbi tó lè sá lọ a máa dúró tì lọ́rùn pa ni gbogbo ibi tó bá fẹ́ sá lọ la máa dúró tì lọ́rùn máa cross padà nísìn. Gbogbo ibi tó bá fẹ́ sá lọ la máa dúró tì pa. sá lọ sẹ́ni ìwé bó ṣe wà yẹn. ìyà ń jẹ àwọn èèyàn nílé wá fi yín jẹ mínísítà ẹ máa ṣe gbogbo tó wù yín ẹ̀bí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ gbogbo ẹni tẹ́ wà ń bẹ̀ náà nísìn ẹ máa ṣe lọ àfi ká má mú yín mọ́lẹ̀ pẹ̀lú evidence sílùú yìí ẹ máa ṣe lọ ó kù díẹ̀ ni ike Ìkérémàdù bí láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ lílé ìyẹn ike Ìkérémàdù ẹ jáàrán tí ike Ìkérémàdù so ike Ìkérémàdù ti wà ní prison báyìí nísìn kò dẹ̀ ní jáde anytime soon ike Ìkérémàdù is not coming out anytime soon. So à ń dúró dè báyìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bàbá mi fà ike Ìkérémàdù a ti dè mọ́lẹ̀ báyìí a ti dè ayé ẹ̀ mọ́ bí báyìí kò lè lọ anywhere bó ṣe wà yẹn ike Ìkérémàdù lè lọ anywhere bó ṣe wà yẹn a ti hold ẹ̀ mọ́ bí báyìí a ti hold ike Ìkérémàdù pa sí bí báyìí kò lè lọ anywhere. nígbà tó ń kówó jẹ tó ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ yamayama mótómótó kò sẹ́ni tó lè mú àwọn fly wá sí London lórí private jet jayékáyé while many of you are suffering in Nigeria ẹ̀ ń jìyà. kàndúródì àfi tí fóònù yẹn bá lọ́lẹ̀ pátápátá tó bá ti lọ́lẹ̀ mo ní backup yẹn mo fẹ́ fi take mo fẹ́ fi capture so bọ̀káṣí wà live hopefully kò ní pẹ́ mọ́ we don't know ó ṣe láti mú £70,000 síta without £70,000 wọ́n lè jẹ́ kó jáde kúrò níbẹ̀ irọ́ ìbọn kẹ̀ kò sí ìbọn níwájú kọ́ọ̀tì ìgbà náà sí Nàìjíríà nígbà tí yàn sí Nàìjíríà so ìlú tó lófin ni Nàìjíríà ò lófin ìlú tó lófin ni Nàìjíríà the next up country ìlú tó lófin ni. àwọn tọ̀dọ̀ tiẹ̀ náà ń ṣáàdò àwọn tọ̀dọ̀ tí Alison-Madueke bí a wọ́n rò pé àwa máa lọ níbo là ń lọ àbá lọ anywhere nígbà láwa wà a máa hàn mask ẹ̀ lẹ́nu routers ló dúró yẹn routers yẹn àti AFP lélẹ̀ àti routers ìdí routers ló ní kọ́ra sí yẹn lọ bí ó lọ ra coffee gbogbo case yẹn was less than 1 hour so less than an hour. If you can't do, don't commit the crime. Òun ló máa ń sọ. If you commit a crime, there's no way out. O lè escape it. Ẹ kí fún yín lọ́nà that video, àríkẹ́ máa gbádùn ilé lọ. Ẹ kẹ́ ṣe máa enjoy ilé. Abáyọ̀ ti rí signal Ìkérémàdù and move things around. Òkè máa wọ àwọn mọ́tò ńláńlá, àwọn fine cars. Ẹ má bínú ó ti lọ tilt rẹ̀ mo ti lock ẹ̀ pa nísìn. Then if you can't do the time, do not commit the crime. Olóyìnbó sọ. If you can't do the time, don't commit the crime. Tó bá ti commit the crime, then ó gbọ́dọ̀ lọ ṣe time. Ike Ekweremadu ti ń ṣe time lọ́wọ́ báyìí. By the time tí Ike Ekweremadu máa fi parí time ẹ̀, ìjọba Bọ́lá Tinubu wá ti fẹ́ parí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ẹ̀ wàláì. Torí Ike Ekweremadu wá sí Nàìjíríà anytime soon bó ṣe wà yẹn. Kò sí pé ń bọ̀ Nàìjíríà anytime soon. So Ike Ekweremadu ní wá sí Nàìjíríà anytime soon. Ó ń ṣe time lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. Ike Ekweremadu ń ṣe time lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. So he's not coming to Nigeria anytime soon. So bó ṣe wà nìyẹn. Petronera breast bra owó iyebíye. Ìyà ń jẹ àwọn aráàlú. Aráàlú ń jìyà. Ìyà ń jẹ aráàlú. Àwọn ṣe kí ni wọ́n sọ́ọ̀kì owó yẹn, wọ́n mú owó yẹn gbẹ̀bẹ̀bẹ̀bẹ̀. So golden pan, golden bra, gbogbo ẹ̀ nísìn nígbà tí allegation yẹn tó bá lọ àmọ́ bóyá wọ́n máa fi sílẹ̀. So tí kéèsì yẹn bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ àmọ́ bó ṣe máa lọ bọ́ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn kéèsì yẹn ó bèèlì là ń gbé lọ as it is right now. So èèyàn wa jọmọ́ ń bọ̀ 1 minute. Mo kí my beautiful Madi Peace. Good afternoon. We're still at the magistrate, as you can tell there, so still waiting for Alison-Madueke, known as Dezeni. So currently, let me give you the update as we have it. She's been granted bail with a very, very stringent £70,000 she has to put down today before she can be let go. She also must stay in the resident home, which is not too far from here, which is going to cost from 11 p.m. till 6 a.m. She's not allowed to leave her house. The other woman is called Olatundu Anyide. She has also been told to put down a bill. She's been granted bail rather. So she has to also finalize a bail condition before she can come out of this building. She flew back from Nigeria for this particular case. She wanted to use that to say, I'm not a flight risk. But the magistrate judge said, no, you're a flight risk. So she has now been told to submit a British and Nigerian passport. And also, she has to put some money down, I think about £15,000 or thereabout. The other man, known to Dezeni, he has been told to give his passport tomorrow, latest at the Manchester where he lives. So that is the current situation as we have it right now. So what we are doing right now, we are all waiting for Dezeni Alison-Madueke to come out of this building, and then she might probably not grant any kind of interview. They'll just be trying to find the vehicle to take her out of this area as quickly as possible. So once again, it is Koiki Media. Bringing the world closer to your doorstep from the Westminster Magistrate Court. It all happened inside the Court 1. I was right inside, even though I came a little bit late. They already had the first half an hour or thereabout before I joined them. But the magistrate judge came in. We all stood. So somebody else actually called. Waris Jinadu, shout out to you. Once again, you're still watching a live transmission from the Westminster Magistrate Court. The court case was held in Court 1, where I was able to sit not in the gallery because I'm a media. I sat right inside and I could see Alison in the box room, transparent glass, where she was. Once again, we're all waiting patiently. I'm not the only one waiting. There's a lot of us waiting to capture the image that is going to go around the world. The first image that many people have never seen in the last 8 years, that Alison flew to London, where she has been since 2015. I remember she granted an interview with Ovation, and we were told that she had a cancer as at that time. Well, I saw her today, and I saw a lot of smile in her eyes. Once again, my name is Alison-Madueke, and this is Koiki Media, bringing the world closer to your doorstep. It's coming up to 1400 hours. We've been outside now for the last 2 hours. As you can see, it's not an easy job when you're trying to get an high-profile individual. You got to remember that Alison-Madueke, we didn't know where she was for a very long time. So it's a very good opportunity for us to be able to capture her coming out from that particular building, because for 15 years, every time she has to go out in London, she has to disguise so that Nigerians will not know she's the one. She has to put on a kind of outfit that most of you will not know. But today, she must come out from that building so that we can capture her, so that we can unveil the mask. And that is the reason why we are still here. Nothing is easy. Láti capture Alison-Madueke kò ń ṣiṣẹ́ kékeré. Láti lè capture one person by at over 2 hours already. It's not easy. So I can do find out other views. That is what it looks like. At least. Títì ló gbà wọ́n yàn ẹni tó bá ń lọ sí Heathrow Airport. So we're still waiting, we're waiting. We are waiting, we are waiting. What is sucking Nigeria gbẹ? Àwọn ará bí what is sucking gbẹ pa? Wọ́n ti kó gbowó yẹn kúrò. Maybe 5 billion lówó Abacha àtọ́gbà padà. $5 billion. So the time to cut my close. So whatever it is either she finalized the bill before he cut to go close, or if otherwise wọ́n ń gbé lọ sí detention tó bá ti finalize bail yẹn wọ́n ń gbé lọ detention nìyẹn wọ́n máa lọ detain ẹ̀ and I'm not sure she wants to be detained so owó yẹn wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ náà ó lè ní £70,000 chicken change ní £70,000 sórí àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ small money ni kò ń ṣòwò kan lọ títí ma very very small money so it's not easy. adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ jáde wá lánàá tí ẹ bá wa darapọ̀ mọ́ special broadcast wa and we hope that at the appropriate time àwọn YSDM they will call for everyone to come out again for more rallies towards the Yoruba nation. I should do the Alison. Ó ṣì wà nínú bẹ̀ kò tí jáde kò dẹ̀ lè jáde until tó bá finalize the bail condition ẹ̀ bó finalize ẹ̀ kò lọ anywhere bó ṣe wà yẹn ó gbọ́dọ̀ finalize the bail condition yẹn. wọ́n ti báyé jẹ́ wọ́n ti bọ̀rún jẹ́ àwọn Nigerians wá sọ́fà ẹlòmíì tẹ̀ wọ́n bí tó wo epo lọ ó kàn gbọ́ pé a rí crude oil ní ó kàn gbọ́ pé a ní crude oil but so àbádẹ́ ń sọ fún wọn ní dáhùn ẹlòmíì tẹ̀ mọ́bi tí owó epo yẹn lọ. ẹlòmíì mọ nǹkan fowó crude oil Nàìjíríà ẹlòmíì ò tẹ̀ láì díẹ̀ nǹkan fi ń ṣe wọ́n kọ́ mọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà ní crude oil ni ta ló ń jẹ owó ẹ̀ kò sẹ́ni kankan tó mọ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ pé I love Nigeria I love Nigeria ẹ̀ lọ́ọ̀bù Nàìjíríà tó lọ́ọ̀bù yìí ẹ̀ tí bọ̀ kankan ẹ̀ lọ́ọ̀bù Nàìjíríà tó lọ́ọ̀bù yìí no be juju be that. Serious set of people. Lára àwọn lọ́ọ̀yà tí a jọ wà nínú ilé àwọn ni méjèèjì tẹ́ ń lọ tó ń lọ yẹn àmọ́ bí lọ́ọ̀yà Alison ni wọ́n bọ̀ lára àwọn tẹ́wọ́n tẹ́ ń rí yẹn lára àwọn lọ́ọ̀yà ni. So àwọn mẹ́ta ni wọ́n gbé wá sílé ẹjọ́ obìnrin méjì ọkùnrin kan àwọn mẹ́ta ni wọ́n gbé wá sílé ẹjọ́. Benny, my sister, Mother Peace. They destroy Nigeria, don't mind them. You know, an average Nigerian that loves Nigeria doesn't know that Nigeria has been destroyed. Nigeria has been destroyed to the extent that anytime you hear the word Nigeria, you should run. You run 440 anytime you hear the word Nigeria. Run, oh. So the word Nigeria is a scam. Ever go Nigeria, run. It's the biggest scam in the century. I mean, we love Nigeria. Nigeria 63. Come on, what justice? Call on your justice. It's only in this country you can get justice. And why justice for more bad? Hold on, the legal system. Hold on, the justice. Justice. Sanjo Air Beauty, welcome on board. I can do the journey. Òun náà láwọn tó tẹ̀lé wá lára àwọn tó tẹ̀lé wá lọ́jọ́ wọlé lọ yẹn. Òun náà máa láwọn tó máa tẹ̀lé wọn wá.
I'm fucking off. If you do get her, can you ping us 20 seconds?
Yeah.
You got my number? haven't
Yeah, I
you?
will. Yeah, I will.
Okay, buddy.
All right, take care. Lójú kan ló fi máa fún ìyàwó ló ń fún yìí. Màá pè tí bá wọlé, mo wà níta báyìí. Màá pè tí bá ti wọlé mọ́. All right, man. All right. I enjoyed it this evening, you know. So easy. We see the wait for her. I enjoyed the ride. So we are still waiting. We are still waiting for her. And how long will it take? We are waiting patiently. We are waiting patiently for her. 8 years láti 2015 ló ti kúrò Nàìjíríà, ló ti sá kúrò Nàìjíríà. láti 2015 ló ti sá kúrò Nàìjíríà. Wọ́n náà kó ní kéèsì náà ní Nàìjíríà náà. I think she has case in Nigeria. Ẹ bá mi check. Ó ní case ní Nàìjíríà. Wọ́n náà kó ní case ní Nàìjíríà. ẹ ṣé gan ni Mustapha Australia o kò bá lo 3 hours nínú ilé ní tó bá ti gba béèlì yẹn ó lọ detention nìyẹn kò sí bó ṣe lè hide fún camera so she has to come through this one door so we are waiting. ìgbàkigbà tó bá wù kó finalize bẹ́ẹ̀lì yẹn àbíṣẹ́kù náà fẹ́ lọ sinmi sílé ó dẹ̀ máa wà ní curfew from 11 o'clock. ok ìyẹn kánsà ló fi gbé rọ́ ní nàìjíríà ok ní location 419 ìyẹn ni Délé Mọ̀mọ́dù ṣe interview fún ní London so pé ó ní kánsà àpò Délé Mọ̀mọ́dù ló sọ fún àpò ní kánsà àwọn ọmọdé tó ti rí kánsà wọ́n fi gbogbo èèyàn fi ń deceive àwọn èèyàn. sẹ́ni kankan tó rójú ẹ̀ láti gbà yẹn èmi rí nílé ní mo rí ilé ní mo kàn ń wò báyìí ni pé can you imagine tó bá dẹ̀ ń lọ níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn báyìí ẹ lè imagine the kind of security tó wọn máa kó dání ọ̀ bí mi dá kí n súnmọ́ níbi ṣe súnmọ́ lẹ́nìí I was just few meters away from her few meters away mo kàn ń wò báyìí níbi tí ó wà ìdìkadé mi wà níbí báyìí kódà distance yẹn torí tí póòlù yìí wà níbi tó dúró sí nígbà tájọ wà lókè kó tó di pa wọnú kóòtù padà mo kàn wò pé ṣé ẹ tán pè ní dèzé nínú lè lè ṣá unbelievable tó bá dẹ̀ wà Nàìjíríà nígbà yẹn ẹni tó mọ̀ dáadáa ó sọ fún mi níbí báyìí pé tó bá ń lọ sí ìlú ẹ̀ Shell ló máa ń gbé helicopter sílẹ̀ fún kò dẹ̀ ń lò ju 2 nights lọ Shell wọ́n ní kò ń lò ju ọjọ́ méjì lọ helicopter yẹn dẹ̀ máa park gbogbo hours tó bá fẹ́ ṣe ní ìlú ẹ̀ helicopter yẹn máa park so helicopter yẹn máa park tó bá fi ṣe tó fi ṣe tán. For security reason bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n lé nísìn kò sí security kankan kò sí anybody òun àti àwọn lọ́ọ̀yẹ̀ nìkan lọ́kọ̀já wà a kò lè ya picture lókè ni ìgbà tí ya picture ẹ̀ but we are not allowed to take picture upstairs we are not allowed to take picture nínú ilé but níta o àti kó má jáde nìkan ló kù ẹ̀ṣá rí pé àwọn tó dúró yẹn náà sáré pé kámẹ́rà wà lọ́wọ́ wọn ìkan ṣiṣẹ́ fún routers ìkan ṣiṣẹ́ fún gbogbo ọmọ tí bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ṣiṣẹ́ fún Arise television náà ṣe wọ on the ground so ìkan náà àwọn journalist Arise ló sọ fún mi lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé òun kò feel around the corner ìlàṣẹ náà support media work wa. kódà orúkọ ẹ̀ gangan wọn lórúkọ ẹ̀ kò sórúkọ ẹ̀ lára àwọn list àwọn tí wọ́n ṣe case lẹ́nu tí wọ́n fẹ́ kẹ́ anybody mọ̀ pé wọ́n gbé bọ̀ lẹ́nu wọ́n lérò pé àwọn kan máa ti gbàgbé àwọn Nigerians ní sí ẹ̀ ń fa gbùrù káàkiri ní UK owó epo tẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ fi tún Nàìjíríà ṣe àwọn kan ti consume gbogbo adẹ́wà all over the world kò sí èèyàn mélòó ló wá bíbá ilé ní nísìn olùkàrùnkún wá bó ṣe fi survive unbelievable èèyàn kan dẹ̀ sunk so much out of Nigeria ó sunk so much out of Nigeria. Àti lọ lò almost 3 hours nísìn. Òun náà máa gbàdúrà pé káwọn journalist lọ ní àwọn press á máa gbàdúrà pé ká lọ. Ó ń tan rẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ n fi the other man yẹn wọ̀nyí. Mo ní fídíò máa yẹn. Èyí tí mo capture. The other man yẹn lélẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kí n fi wọ̀nyí lára àwọn ṣẹ̀rí bó ṣe ń hide fún kámẹ́rà ṣẹ̀rí bó ṣe ń gbójú wálẹ̀ ṣẹ̀rí bó ṣe ń gbójú wálẹ̀ mo tẹ̀lé mo lépa ṣẹ̀rí bí ṣe ń le mo sáré mo tẹ̀lé ó ń gbójú sá tẹ bó ṣe ń gbójú sá wọ́n sáré ya pé black cap ṣẹ́rí ó ń gbójú sá kò fẹ́ kárí ojú ẹ̀ ó lo mask ọ̀tọ̀ lélẹ́yìí o lára àwọn tí wọ́n jọ gbé wá sí court lẹ́nu ní ṣẹ́rí bó ṣe ń gbójú ẹ̀ sá ṣẹ́rí bó ṣe ń gbójú sá ṣẹ́rí bó ṣe ń gbójú sá sáré wọnú mọ́tò. Sàmṣẹ́ bí dèsè nínú àmà ṣe fi ṣe ènìyàn tó náà bá jáde a máa gbójú sá òun ò ló má sùn anyway. So tí bá délé a máa post yẹn. Yes, boss. I'm still here. We're out. They've already given her a bill, but she has to finalize the bill. So she has to put down £70,000. So, but she has to come out. So we want to capture a picture. So she's still inside trying to finalize her bill condition. So, yeah, she has to be on curfew from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. And then also she must not, because she's a flight risk. So there were 3 of them. The other lady called Olatundu Ayomi Ayomiko or something like that. That one also, she's still inside. She also been granted a bail. She flew back from Nigeria for this case, but they say she's also a flight risk. So they have to seize her passport, both the Nigerian passport and the British passport. Then the other man, which is a family to the Zaini, lives in Manchester, and then that one has been told he must submit his passport. He didn't. He was not told to give any money down because he works. He's in his 60s. He works in the community, so but he has to put down his passport before 5 p.m. tomorrow. So that is the latest. So, but we're still just trying to see if we can capture Alison when she comes out from the court. So, yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna do that definitely. Yeah, definitely. I will. Yeah, we work on that. Yes, definitely. I'll do that. All right, sir. All right. Bye. So that is Star Radio UK updates. So I don't know whether we end the broadcast and come back as soon as I pick the signal. So maybe that's what we should do because it's taking longer for her to come out. So I'll just put the camera and the phone on standby. As soon as she comes out, I will then go live and then carry you all along. So that's what we're gonna do. So I can end the lay. And then I also have another phone on the background and some other cameras as well. So I'll be coming back as soon as the battery signal we go live. So I'll have everything set up. I can click live me, so I'll pick it straight away. All right.